And we're back again for another Should You Play This in 2023 video, but this time instead of Doom 2 base game, I'm going to be looking at the 1996 seminal map pack Megawad TNT EVILUTION. This is a map pack and one half of Final Doom that came out in 1996 and contains 32 brand new levels. Final Doom was an official product that came out almost 2 years after Doom 2. It contained 2 new map packs and is said to take place after Doom 2. Which is why these map packs have enemies and weapons from Doom 2. Maybe I just suck at the game, but I definitely enjoyed TNT more than the Plutonia experiment, which is why I'm talking about TNT here. I'll be covering other mods and megawads in the future since I got a comment telling me the best way to do that on PC. Shout out commenter Doomsly82, thank you for the tip. The add-ons currently on the console versions of Doom 2 are great and all, but most of my favorites are PC only, like Going Down and Ancient Aliens, to name drop a couple. So yes, footage here is from Doom 2 running on the PS5 because I have been playing TNT EVILUTION through the official Bethesda add-on section of the game. As potentially stated in my Doom Classics video, Bethesda has graciously put out 17 map packs to activate and play inside Doom 2 as like a launcher thing. These add-ons are all pretty great in their own way, but I feel like TNT should have more attention because even though, yes, it was picked up by id, and yes, it was sold in stores, I never hear it get mentioned too much when it comes to the really great episodes of Doom. I'm not going to be covering every single level here, as that would take all day, and I'm pretty sure Mount Pain already has that covered. So what I will do, though, is highlight what I thought was good and what I thought was bad, and why I think this is still in the top tier of OG Granddaddy map packs of Doom history. That being said, let's start with the bad stuff first. First criticism is one that could be applied to just about any set of Doom levels, including the OGs, and that is that some of the levels here are confusing, boring, or just plain, subjectively, bad. Well, looking through my own notes taken, I had only wrote down that 4 of the 32 levels were bad. These were level 9, Stronghold, level 20, Central Processing, level 26, Ballistics, and level 29, River Styx. While playing these levels, I really tried to enjoy them, but the most common issue was not knowing which keys were active in each level. Sometimes you may only need a red and blue key to reach the end of a level, but without communicating that to the player, that did have me searching uselessly for 10 minutes looking for a key that's not there to get past a door that never existed. You can see the issue here, so unless there's a stat screen different from your HUD and that little corner you get on the map screen to tell you what keys you need, there may be some confusion. I know mods can tell you this on the PC, but as said, this is on the PS5 version of the game, so if anyone knows how to find out what keys you need on console, please let me know. Of my other 2 criticisms, both are potentially solvable. For example, the levels I considered boring, I'm sure you could just up the difficulty and almost immediately fix that. The other criticism being that some of the raise and lower platform puzzles in the game are hard to judge visually. But if you play on PC, you can just use vertical mouse look and solve that problem as well. The only other thing I wasn't a fan of was the confusing layout of some of the caves. Don't get me wrong, I love a good cavity as much as the next guy, but some of these maps were too claustrophobic and mazy for their own good. Boom, that's everything I pretty much didn't like about TNT, and that leads me to what is so great about it. Well, from memory alone, I can say that TNT is overall a mostly consistent experience of mostly high-quality, memorable maps. I like that there was a lot of traps and puzzles, and often a combination of both for added danger. I actually found myself enjoying a lot of the teleport puzzles and even some of the raise and lower platform puzzles when I could actually see them. I like the amount of monster closets, jump scares, and ambushes that the game throws at you. I like the use of very symmetrical map layouts because sometimes it stays that way, and sometimes as you unlock the doors, the map opens up in completely huge and unpredictable ways. I like that Team TNT has included their own branding and logo in the game, whether it be a big logo in the lobby or a few pixels on every box in a warehouse. I really like that this whole episode, aside from some of the hellish levels, was made up of levels with buildings, doors, and evidence of technology. The new technology, perhaps? Either way, what I'm trying to say is that I liked how future-y and man-made the levels felt here, versus Plutonia, where I did not like the abundance of jungle, vines, and dank caves. Getting into the levels more though, levels 1 through 6 are a great set of level openers and are all on the smaller side, but I usually tend to enjoy shorter Doom levels anyway, so that's still a win for me. Of all those 6, the standout in my opinion was level 6. It did a lot right. It had the industrial setting, it had a fun Kako jump scare, it had fun teleporters, and it even has that long narrow path where enemies shoot at you, reminiscent of what Dark Souls and Orlando Archers would do 15 years later. The intermission screen after that confirms you've just made it through the experimental labs. And after killing everything, you're now back making your way to the military base to find warlike ordnance.
Anything else?
Phased plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
Hey, just what you see, pal.
Wrong.
Level 7, Prison, starts off the next set of levels fantastic and has one of my favorite set pieces where you get teleported to the inside of a cage. You have no cover and imps are shooting fireballs at you from every direction. It's tons of fun, and I think it's stuff like this in the classic Doom games that trained me for eventually also enjoying games like Enter the Gungeon and Serious Sam. There's nothing much better than dodging projectiles and prioritizing deadly threats to make for fun gameplay. The next few levels were good, minus Stronghold, and I also enjoyed how much level 11, Storage Facility, reminded me of that one warehouse level in Doom 2, except here it was executed a lot better. The next intermission screen is hilarious and says, "They might have a blood feast," whatever that means. So, you feel as mean as 2,000 maniacs packed into one mad killer, and you won't go down easy. After this, though, were some of the best levels and where they went from more military-based type levels to more hellish and mazy type levels. Some of the best experiences were the introduction of the Archvile, the asymmetrical symmetry of the levels, the textbook examples of fun key hunting, and shout out to another individual level, I have to mention Mount Pain. This is a great level and shows how a big level should be approached. The beginning is small, but it branches off, opening up the level to lots of mini events like the Barons in the cages or the Caco Demon ambush in the lava floor room. Stuff like this really makes the level memorable. Also, being transported cliffside to see the actual Mount Pain at the end is just fucking cool. Level 28, Heck, was also a personal highlight for its enemy encounters and 3 challenging key retrievals. After that was the boring River Styx right before the last level. As I'm sure everyone knows, you have to write down the order of the torch colors, then cross on only the corresponding color stepping stones. After that is the fun parts up until the rather fun final boss, which is essentially the Icon of Sin, but here it's called the Demon Spitter, and you still take it out the same way. Line it up and shoot it right in the brain. Fun final boss before the 2 secret levels. Map 31 Pharaoh can be accessed through level 15, and level 32 can be accessed through level 31. They're good levels, but nothing stuck out as amazing. Like the intermission screen, the end screen tells us that from one horizon to another, all is silent. The demons are evaporating. The death stank is gone. The sky is blue. But a different, separate blue light is now starting to grow inside the ruined skull of the Demon Spitter that we just killed. Is that sequel bait? I don't know. I do know that this whole Evolution episode is definitely still worth playing. I'd say its worst levels are still better than Doom 2's worst levels, and that there's some fun to be had even on the bad levels. It's Doom. By the laws of John Carmack's physics engine, it is still mechanically fun on a base level, no matter what. Out of all the official add-ons for the console version of Doom and Doom 2, I would say TNT EVILUTION is definitely one of the best, along with No Rest for the Living, Earthless, and Deathless. As previously stated though, all the add-ons have their own unique themes, new levels, assets, music, and sometimes even new weapons and enemies. So to answer my own question, yes, this is definitely still worth playing 27 years later in 2023. I'm confident due to its widespread official release and pre-established legacy, this episode of Doom will be a classic for years to come. I would just like to see it get a bit more recognition. Please let me know in the comments what you liked better, TNT EVILUTION or The Jungles of Plutonia. And did you buy these when they originally came out as part of Final Doom, or are you playing the console version in 2023? Once again, biggest shout out to all the old and new subscribers. I know I promised a Turok video, but those games are hard as fuck, so it will take a while, but it's still on the way. Thank you for watching and commenting. I appreciate each and every one of you.